sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium Crystal back. Switching gears. That group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Rolent. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. That wasn't a great line. Sorry localization team. Well, I don't know, maybe it was awful in Japanese as well. But anyway, someone dropped the ball on. I don't know, I didn't like that. That wasn't as clever as it was meant to be. The next time I see that scruffy line jerk of a tomboy, I'm gonna thwack, bam, kapow her! What's that whack, bam, kapow supposed to mean? Thus the Septium Crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was careless as well. What a freaking self-pity party this right here is. Not that I wouldn't be doing the same exact thing, but, you know. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. Receive payment for the mayoral theft? Ooh. Wow, we just doubled our Mira right now, and we've got a ton of bracer points. Not enough to knock us into 6th class, but obviously not. We only just got the 7th class, so... No. This is for you both, and take this as well. A recommendation? What are you recommending us? This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Rolent branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we'd need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Rolent. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Ruan, Zeiss, and finally Gransil. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh, what a conveniently timed telephone call. I don't know if this might somehow relate to what we were just saying seconds ago. Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Rolent branch in the Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks like the way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes, and if you hear anything else, please let me know. Boop, 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 boop. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner Linda has disappeared over the Bose region. What?
How is that possible?
I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle? Joshua? Please brace yourselves. And there was no pun intended there, so I don't want to hear any funny lip. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner which went missing. What?
Impossible!
There's gotta be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild, Rolent Branch, Senior Bracer. Cassius Bright, 45. Why do they list the age in the passenger list? No, never mind, whatever. Anyway, yes, let's focus on the big deals at hand, which is, oh my god, what a cool, next step of the story. That last 20 episodes was just a prologue, everybody. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, like hot diggity dog, that's such a cool, a freaking airliner going missing. That's such a cool idea for and we know there's sky bandits involved, so that's pulpy, the Phantom style skyjacking, probably? I don't know, I don't remember what the thing was. I played the Bose chapter, so I should remember this, but, we know there's sky bandits and that airliner went missing, so you're just like, oh my god, is this some crazy shenanigans? Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I think this is such a good, cool intrigue for us to continue forwards with the story. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. Oh, that sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. See, for a second I thought Estelle was actually being crazy and was still thinking that Cassius was here, but no, it was just Sherazade, the other two. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune card again. Cool. I'll buy a vowel. Oh, for 500, Pat. Is it Pat who hosted? I don't remember who hosts. I don't even know why I would know who hosts Wheel of Fortune in the States. I can't even remember who hosted the Finnish one, so yeah. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So, what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident? Or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit! Rub-a-dub-dub, let's have some grub. That's such a weird line, but sure. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Oh, well, thanks. Come on, Shara, don't you just sit there too. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Ugh. Sorry, Estelle. I'm gonna have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh, right, I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Is this really dinner table conversation right now? I'm a little... underwear. Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua! I don't know, thick skin is a compliment, and a thick head is less nice, so if he had said that, I would see it. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the Army finishes their search. Seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I train under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm gonna talk to Aina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara! We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming along with us. Heh, myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Aina. So yeah, okay, I mean, maybe I spoiled a little bit by being like, yo, we're gonna be going to after that airship next, but I mean, freaking, come on, guys, you knew that's the next thing we're gonna be doing in the game, so... Yeah, Chapter 1, Disappearance of the Linda. I understand the situation now. To be frank, though, with Sherazard taking off after Cassius, I'm gonna be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grand Soul branch. By the way, Sherazard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shara? if we're gonna be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, now let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua.
Sure.
Oh, we just fast cut there. I thought, now we'd get to move around, but never mind. Septian Calendar, 1075. Erected in partnership with the liberal royal family, Septian Church, and Rolent City. Septian Calendar 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days' War when Rolent was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Rolent. I don't know what year this game is set in, but I think this is after the war, but I don't know how many wars there have been between Liberal and the Erebonia, so
Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Rolent's people from this. Estelle?
Joshua, what do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up?
You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, come on. Oh, you can see the whole town from here? Not that there's a whole lot to see, but it's pretty good. Oh, the morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua. We can see the house from here. Hey, that's what I said.
You're right. I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place.
Uh-oh. Heavy plot. Oh no. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died.
What?
I completely forgot about, once again, I say I'm playing this half blind, but there's so much I forgot. A lot of this nitty-gritty details. And I'm just oh my god, wow, this is stuff that happened? Sure, okay. 10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Rolent, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower, and when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. This seems too serious. I shouldn't comment on how that rubble has landed there and it stayed like that. I don't know. No, never mind. It's fine. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today's okay, right? Relying on her just this once? Asking her to bring Dad home safely? Asking her to protect him?
Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, you can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too.
Joshua,
I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So,
Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would have totally misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's gonna have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable in front of the cinema. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara's waiting for us. You're probably right. Kind of cute scene, but also kind of sad, because you can tell that Estelle... Well, she already says, like, she's like, how can I be strong if I'm relying on her? So I get the feeling she's kind of like, I don't really want to rely on anybody, which is probably the real reason she, like, kind of blew Joshua off there like that. She tried to play it off as her just being all goofy like that, but I think it's more... I think, if I'm reading this correctly, it was more like she didn't want to be like, no, I don't want to admit that I need Joshua, that I need someone to lean on, so... You know, she like put up her defenses there, if you will. That's my read of this scene. Let's see where the story goes, and maybe I'll update it, my thoughts later. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Very cute character building scene there. I like it. I mean, also sad, but you know. Aww, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbital camera to get a shot of that view. Oh, come on! What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see, and I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a traveling circus. Shara was a dancer. I mean, she does have like that cool costume. It does have like circus dancer vibes to it, so yeah, that makes sense. Although it was a long time ago. We first met when she came to Rolent with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. Okay, I did some... You can do the math yourselves. I was just like, wait, that means you... Okay. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get the chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road. It looks like we're all set, so let's go! Alright. That was the whole episode, us just doing the denouement of the prologue and setting up this chapter, but so it goes. And Vert Bridge, of course, we went there that one time. One of the side missions was training those soldiers. So we're gonna go back there. Then we're gonna be crossing across this, looks like a forest here in Eastern Bose. We're gonna be going across there. We're gonna miss Nable Valley this time. That'll come later, I'm sure. And, just carry on. There's a road north to the border with the Erebonia. Oh, it's Haken Gate. That's also not a thing for us for a moment. We're gonna hit up Bose. Looks like it's in like the center of this kind of valley here in the north, bordered by the Border Mountains and the Crone Mountains and Valyria Lake. So it's should be a really scenic place. I'm looking forward to this trip that we're gonna take over to Bose. So yeah, it's end of episode time. Like, I could do a little bit of stuff here still. Let's go check if there's any new assignments. There's a new assignment, letter carrier. Father Divine, I am looking for someone to deliver a personal letter to a colleague of mine in Bose. Please come see me at the Rolent Chapel for details. So yeah, let's end the episode by doing that. Wait, did I pick up the... Do we have to do... No, we just read these and then they're in our... then they're in our assignment book, right? There's missing airliner and letter carrier. Yes, missing airliner is what we gotta work on now. Head for Bose. Very simple, very simple. But yeah, let's do that and then call it for today. I'll do shopping like off screen, but otherwise we'll be ready to roll. Ent. But here's Father Divine first. I don't remember what the voice I gave for this guy. I'm just gonna do like a generic old man voice, very nice and plain. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favor of you? I had wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Absolutely. Very convenient once again that we get an assignment that takes us to the very place we were going anyway. Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate this. All right then, here you are. Father Divine's letter. So, all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes. The chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Traveling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. Groovy. Simple, clean job. We will take care of that. Yeah, I guess I should end the episode here. Maybe I'll do this Orbiment thing real quickly on screen. We're done. We're just gonna do some menu finagling here, so people who aren't interested in that, thanks for watching. Catch you again next week. Let's really quickly see if we could pop some slots. No, we're missing just 2. If I only fought like a couple more fire beetles, we could pop that thing open. We're not even close with... Actually, we're not that far off with Sherazard even either. Look at that. We just need that fire. We just need... But there aren't so many fire monsters here, so... Alright, so that's taken care of, and I'll do food shopping off screen. That's not important. But last check, see if there's anything to buy here. Oh, but we do. Okay, fine little extra thing here for those who stuck around. Let's just talk to this guy real quickly, so we get a little bit of a feel for what this game's like whenever all the dialogue resets with all the characters. Why don't we do that? Sound fun? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, hey, Joshua and Estelle. What's with the baggage? Actually, Estelle and Joshua filled Elgar in on the details. Cassius says what? And that's why you're headed to Bose? Of all people, I can't imagine that anything has happened to him. Yes, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable. That's just like you kids, too. Well, with Sherazard tagging along, I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck, and be careful out there. We will! So again, I've stated this before, but I'll just reinstate it here right now. That much dialogue just for talking to a shopkeeper for just like this one story bit. Imagine how much there is in this game. It's a little crazy. Yeah, no new stuff here. We're pretty good to go. I could buy some of these if I wanted to, like, you know, equip some of these, but I think we're good. So, yeah, okay. That was it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Next time, it's gonna be good stuffs, as mentioned. We're gonna take our trek west towards Bose. And all the crazy opportunity that we'll have there. Yeah. So, catch you all for that, guys. Look forward to it. Put on your freaking hiking shoes. It's gonna be a long trek. Yeah. See you then. Bye-bye!